cara super gente boa, que é o presidente da Wacom. Eu falei, tá me zoando, Rosé. Tu não vai trazer o presidente, tá? Para com ele. Tu não vai trazer o Nobu, não. E ele trouxe. Então hoje eu queria anunciar, chamar aqui pro palco Nobu Taka, presidente da Wacom. Nobu? It's time. Eu falei em português, talvez eu tenha entendido. Nobu, come over. It's your turn. Nobu?
Showtime, Nobu.
Hey! Not Nobu. Jose. How are you doing, Jose?
I'm really good to see you.
Is it true that last year we were at the party and I stole your beer and you told me that this was the best event you ever made?
It was. I think, how many of you were at Unhide last year? Raise your hand.
I would say like 30%.
That's pretty awesome. So it's great to see old faces, new faces. I told you something last year too. I said, I've been to a lot of events all over the US, all over Latin America, and the energy that was here Unhide because of all of you guys in Brazil, Sao Paulo. So when you said, hey, we're going to do Unhide again.
We did.
And it's going to be bigger, and it's going to be better. And you said, hey, can we count on Wacom? I said, yes, absolutely, yes. We want to be here. We want to support you. Not only that, we obviously brought some special guests, and I wanted to talk a little bit about that. That was okay.
I'm gonna leave the stage and for you, but I just want to say one last thing.
Of course.
And it is the only reason. Are you guys with your auto translations? If you're not, se vocês não estão entendendo, pega o radinho. I'm just saying, you understand Spanish, Portuguese?
I get like 50%.
So the only reason why we grew this event to be what it is today, which is like 3-4 times bigger, it's because if we did with the same size as last year and the same quality, we would never make this thing sustainable. So, people are just telling me to say what I just said. Anyways, you can get the radio. So the only reason why we make this event bigger is to make it sustainable. And the only way to keep the same quality and even better is to make it as big as this. So, should I stay or should I go?
I think we should stay.
Should I stay or should I?
I don't know. We'll hang out. Hopefully we have a few speakers for you. I'll try to bring them in and introduce them to you guys. But we're super excited. We're super excited.
I'll be around. I'll be in.
Be here?
You can call me if you want.
I need that?
You need that.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. All right. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you, Milton. I really appreciate it. So I'm in charge of the Americas for Wacom. We already kind of talked about why we're here, and honestly, it was just such a great experience to meet so many of you. For us at Wacom, we're really all about you. Okay, we exist because of you. So these types of events are really meaningful to us, and Unhide is really amazing. So really welcome to Unhide. Thank you for having us here. The experience that we had last year was awesome, and I think for us it was really important to be back here again to kind of share with you guys our vision, to have some of our executives here, to talk about Wacom, to talk about the future as well. I know a lot of you are users of our products, so it was really important for us to be here and share this time with you. This event takes a ton of work, and Milton and Light Farm Unhide did a ton of work to be here, but so did the team here in Brazil, and the team for Latin America, the Wacom team. So if you're with Wacom and you're here, I want you to stand up really quick. I see Heido right here. Okay, please stand up, guys. Please help me thank these guys. Round of applause for Wacom. Where's Ellie? Where's Ellie, is she around? She's our social media person, our community person from Portland. Robson, who is our manager for all of Brazil, is here. Kaida, who leads all of Latin America on my team, is here. Welcome, Ted. Luciana, where's Luciana? She's here, right there. Please welcome Luciana Francielli, right over here, she's a B2B, and the most important guy here, the hardest working guy here, Gustavo. Give him a big hand. This is why I really love Latin America. You just get this amazing, warmth, and I really appreciate everything you guys did. I want you guys to know that Wacom is fully invested in Brazil, Latin America. This team is here. They're here to serve you. They're here to connect with you, to help you, and ultimately support you. They'll be at the booth. Please come by the booth. Let us know what you love about Wacom. A lot of it, hopefully. Tell us what you don't like. That's the way we make our product better. That's the way we improve. So thank you guys again for being here, helping support this event. One of the things that made this event amazing for us, and we're doing it again, is the Wacom battles. And this is where you have a battle of creativity. Guys, this is like your MMA, I don't know how to describe it, but it was so awesome. It was one of the things that I enjoyed the most from last year's events. There's so much energy. It was like a big party. So we're going to do that again. Obviously, we're going to have some really good prizes, so make sure you come cheer on your favorite artist. So we're going to do those again. We'll have that at our booth. And really, again, we're here for you. We have, for the first time in Latin America, we have our president and CEO, Nobu. And he's pictured right here in the middle, by the way. This is a team of students from Tech of Monterrey in Mexico who went to Tokyo. And our CEO took time to host them in our headquarters in Tokyo and learn about how they use their products and more about their creative endeavors. So this is what we're all about. We're all about you. So we're really happy to have Nobu here. He's going to be the first speaker. He'll talk a little bit about the future of Wacom. In the middle there, by the way, we're all friends, right? We're a first name basis here. So you have Nobu, you have Fike. Fike is my boss, okay? He's in charge of the creative business unit. All the products that you know and love, he's going to talk a little bit about that. And then lastly, we have Natalia. Natalia is one of you. She uses our product. She's an influencer. She has a great Instagram account, a lot of followers. I'm sure some of you follow her. And she's going to share her Wacom story with you. So that's going to be our speaker lineup. I'll try to keep it flowing, and then we'll be here if you have any questions. I think we'll do a little interview with Milton. So thank you for giving me a little bit of time, but without further ado, please help me welcome for the first time in Latin America, our president and CEO, Nobu. Here he comes. I feel it. This is like the really awkward moment on stage, but I'm here. There he is.
Oi, Brasil!
Tudo!
My name is Nobu. Just flying from Tokyo. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here. So excited to engage with this hot creative community. I'm really excited. Thank you. Yeah, today for next 10 or 15 minutes, let me talk about some Wacom vision or directions. The following speaker, Fike, is going to talk about the product portfolio detail later. So let me focus for the maybe new project which we are working on, new direction which we are working on. Let me do that. Okay. Oh, before going that, taking this opportunity, let me introduce why we made Wacom. Actually, our company, Wacom, can divide into two parts. First part, Wa, second part is Com. First part, Wa, is, you can see the Chinese characters. Wa means harmonizing, harmony, harmonizing. And Com is coming from computer or communications. And our, founders really trying to come up with some technologies contributing to the human societies or harmonizing technology and human beings for societies. So this is a background of our brand name, Wacom. And this is the 36 years ago, a very old, tiny, the Wacom startup office here. So actually this is located in the middle of the rice field, and there are two engineers, two young, very enthusiastic engineers studied on Wacom. And at that time, we didn't have a pen tablet, but we just had the basic pen technologies, and these two guys are really thinking how we can make use of this technology to make this society more humane, more creative. So that is a starting point of Wacom. And you notice the left side, this is the world's first cordless pen tablet, which we developed 30 years ago. We didn't sell well, but we did that. And for right side, this is the latest our Cintiq products, which we really like to serve for the creative communities. And as you know, we have been committed for more than 35 years. How we can be your extension of your creativities, how we can be greatest right hand as a creative instrument, how we can support your workflow. All these things we have been committed for the last 35 years, 36 years. So Intel's Bamboo, Cintiq, this is our fundamentals, and I commit with you, we are going to keep innovating the best of the best inking experience, no change. But today, I'd just like to talk about some few new projects which we are working on beyond Intel's, beyond Cintiq. What's next? What's next? First project which we are working on is XR, virtual reality or mixed reality or AR inking experience in XR space, which we are working on. Because, the more we talk with customers, the more we talk with designers, creators, I found a very huge potential demand. They like to start creation from 3D, or they like to do some creation work from 2D to 3D, 3D to 2D, seamless workflow between 2D and 3D. So, a few years ago, we started this project and how we can deliver the best inking experience in XR space. And we developed some prototype, and it's already working. And we're not doing just by ourselves. We are now shifting the open community-based innovation. So we are working with some startup company, Gravity Sketch. Gravity Sketch is a UK-based, London-based startup company. We made some investment, and we are working with them to come up with a very interesting VR solutions. So you can see these guys, and if you put on the Google, you can start draw the external automobile design. Just for example, real time, real size. And after you take off your Google, all the data which you drew in the VR space is coming on the Cintiq display, and you can detailing, you can modify, you can change with our Wacom pen. And if you put on the Google once again, you can start designing the interior of the automobile design and take off Google and all the data is coming up on the display, Cintiq screen. So all these seamless experience between 2D and 3D and real and virtual reality, that's we are achieving that. So this prototype, proof of concept, prototype is already working, and we are already installing this solution to actual customers. Top 5 automobile customers are really using this and giving us a feedback. So we are brushing up together with customers to commercialize these solutions in near futures. And also MR, mixed reality, we are working on together with Magic Leap. Magic Leap is a huge startup company stationed in Florida. They are already bigger than Wacom. Wacom is just 1,000 people, and Magic Leap is more than 5,000 people working there. And we are working on the mixed reality inking experience. So MR, as you know, it's you can see, you can touch the actual space of this use case in design conference rooms. You can see the older existing design conference room, but you can write, you can draw on inkios in this MR space. And sharing some virtual object with several designers, you can do some collaborations. Whole key is collaborations. So whole virtual experience is not just for yourself, it's for collaboration for several designers. So as you can see this, and also it's not really just the same kind of a design conference room, or you can share this XR inking experience over the cloud. So just last week I launched some proof of concept solutions of the XR inking experience over 5G together with NTT Docomo, the biggest mobile phone carrier in Japan. So we really like to unleash the creativity of the designers, creators, not just on the 2D space, but unleash their creativities to all the world, regardless 2D, 3D, wherever, virtual reality things. We like to deliver the seamless experience, in terms of the inking. So that is what we are working on, and I hope the commercial solution is coming very soon. Right. And on the other perspectives, another project which we are working on is not necessarily for the professional designers, creators. Because, inking experience is not for the pro. Inking experience can be also enjoyed by normal people for daily life use case. So they're from kids, from drawing, graffitis, and from the, regardless what, how old you are, or, any regions across, people are enjoying drawing and handwriting things. So we are developing various kinds, unlimited kinds of pen, and launching the new concept of digital stationery. Stationery is the pen and paper experience, and it's not just for some stylus or tablet. It's not the stylus of the notebook PC or smartphone. It's a stationery, unlimited kinds of pen. You can choose any kinds of pen and you can write on, draw on any screen. So this universal inking experience with a digital stationery concept we are developing with our partners as kind of almost new ecosystems. So just a couple of examples, we are working with Stettler. Stettler is a German-based pencil company. They invented pencil a few hundred years ago, and we co-working with them, and we developed jointly digital pencils together with them. It's already in the market, so it really looks like our pencil. Actually, it's a pencil using the same wood body, but just tiny 3.6 millimeters diameters kind of cartridge is implemented in these digital pencils, and people can enjoy the pencil experience in terms of digital inking. Same for the BIC. We started the mass productions. BIC, you know the BIC, right? It's a famous stationery company. This is unique solutions. One click, normal ballpoint pen. The other click, digital pen. So it's almost like our cartridge, the refill of your ballpoint pen. If you put on this pen in your pocket, you can write on the real papers and you can write on the tablet, either way. So this is a universal digital stationery experience. We are working with the partners. Montblanc, a little premium, but we are working with Italian leather digital pen and paper solutions. We are working. This is also in the market. So these things we are working to develop the brand new digital stationery ecosystem. Another their project which we are working on is their software part. So we are a tech company, but we really focusing the software and service part. I'm not going to get into the detail today, but I just like to share with you, we have a very, very interesting, strong software development kit, SDK, called Wacom Ink Layer Language. So this SDK gives you the very natural, intuitive rendering, color blending, the very less latency things, and on top of that, with our digital ink format, ink data coming from our pen is very smart. You can store the timeline or location information, who is writing this, when this is written, where this is written, and these days I'm working with many IoT device company, and we can capture the context of the people, when, where, who, and in which mood swing, which emotions they are. We can capture the context of the creators, designers. We are working with a brainwave sensor company. We have some exclusive contract with them, and while you are drawing something, our partner's IoT sensor is measuring your brainwave, and we can capture, are you enjoying or are you in frustrations? Are you really feeling the joy or sorrow things? Are you focusing? All these mood swings can be captured at the same time of your drawing, and all these brainwave kind of a mood swing data can be stored in your ink stroke data. So by this, we can connect your ink with AI platforms, and it can be used for any applications. So the reason why we are focusing software part is, of course, the pen is important for our business. But the most important thing for us is your content. Pen doesn't matter, the tablet doesn't matter. What matters is what you are creating, what the data you're creating from a pen, which soul you're expressing with a pen. So data content is so important for us. It matters. That's why we're focusing on software part. Maybe we're coming up many software service using Will, and please keep watching this. Yeah, this is my last slide. So I talked a lot about VR, MR, mixed reality, digital stationery ecosystem, Will software. I talked about the technologies, but I just like to share my kind of a personal motivation. What is the most important thing for me? Of course, VR, MR, digital stationery, greatest pen technologies, it delivers your efficiency, productivity, the best practice. But, this is our solution is not for convenience. Our product is not just for productivity. Our pen is not for efficiency. Our point is how we can support the people to convey your soul to others. How we can help people to express your burning heart, to others. How I can express my most important feeling, I love you, to my family, to my friends, to my partners, all things. I have a daughter, and I'm living separately today, and we are communicating with SMS, messengers, email, all the digital equipment. I'm communicating with my daughter. But very sometimes, my daughter gives me some handwriting memo or just piece of the paper with a drawing. It's very simple. Hey, Daddy, I love you. Please don't work too hard things. How much deep, emotions you can convey with your handwriting or hand drawing. The more information beyond stroke you can communicate. I also got a thank you memo from our the Brazil teams with present. It's not just the present itself. A few lines of the handwriting memo. It's really hitting my heart. I like to support that experience. I like to help this kind of experience from all creators. How you are going to convey your most important feeling, I love you, to others. So this is our missions, and this is my commitment and my team's commitment and Wacom's commitment. We're going to keep innovating all the experience for creators. Thank you. Obrigado. Obrigado. Thank you. Thank you. I'd like to introduce the next speaker, my friend, FOI. He's leading the whole creative business unit and responsible for all the Intel's and Bamboo and Cintiq products. I'd like to ask him to talk about our futures of our creative products. FOI? Yeah.
Hi, Brazil. Thank you. Hello, everybody. My name is FOI, and I am really honored to be the second time here on Unhide. That means I have experience with Unhide, and I met some of you last year, and again, it's a pleasure for me to be this year also here, and see also how things are changing. And I'm just saying, this is growing. This is growing, the team is growing, the community is growing, and we are growing together. And during this thinking, I thought also what I'm going to tell you during my visit, the second time here. Am I going to talk about numbers to you? No, this is not what I'm going to talk about. I'm also not going to talk about this. I think Nobu did this already. With this, you know where Wacom is coming from, where the origins are. And the third thinking was product. Maybe I talk about product. Of course, I'm going to talk about product, but not about this product. We are not making phones, for example. This is one of our products that was developed 35 years ago. And I don't want to go so deep into the product discussion. I want to talk more about the essence, how we are developing products, and what is the thinking behind this. The thinking behind this, we call this, in our language, Va, coming from Wacom. I think most of you, maybe you know this, if the sign is coming, if it's working. So, this sign, it means Va. The definition of Va is harmony, and this is also where Wacom is coming from. The goal or the idea of Wacom was to have harmony between technology and human being. So in this context, we are developing the technology, we as company. The question is, who is the human being? For us, the human being, this is you. This is you as an artist, this is you as a community, this is you as a user of our products. We grow together in the last 36 years, and our goal is really also to grow together tomorrow and after tomorrow. This is not just about today. Our harmony is really looking also what is tomorrow and what is after tomorrow. Let's see if the slides are working. This is our product portfolio. Just to show it in that way. I think short overview. One by Wacom. This is, I think, everybody knows One by Wacom also here in Brazil. This is our entry-level tablet product. Then we have on the other side our Intuos family and our Cintiq family. The Intuos family is for pros and for non-pros. The Cintiq is something what we launched new. This is the product we launched with 16-inch, and then we are going to have also the 22-inch available here in Brazil, I think in November. I'm going to tell more about this later. Then of course we have the Intuos Pro, as I said. This is really the professional part for the tablets, and on the other side the Cintiq Pro, which is addressing the creative professionals. That means this is the Pro line of Wacom. This is the Cintiq 16. We have this in the market, and I think this is really also dedicated for the market here, like Brazil, where we are seeing this is growing. There is a community, it is growing, and with this kind of products, our goal is really to make a product for you, which is affordable, and which is in this case also helping you to develop yourself. That means the community is growing together, we are growing together. The Cintiq 22, this is the bigger brother of the 16. Same spec, I would say, and the only difference is really the size. This is for the people, they need this as bigger, but again, price-wise, affordable, also to start this creative journey and to drive, in this case, also this, what you have in your hands, to bring this really on a product level. Going back to the one, in this products, what we have are on one side that we are giving you the freedom that you customize the products how you want. On the other side, we are defining features, areas where we are saying, this is something the experience, the user, the artist should have. One topic is, for example, the perfect circle. This is uniqueness at Wacom products. Based on our technology, you can draw a perfect circle with Wacom products. The other one is the one stroke. That means that you have one stroke, with one stroke, the right stroke you need really, in this case also to continue your artwork. Or the third one is the straight line. This is also something which is uniqueness in this case. And we have a list of this kind of features, and this is something what we are developing, as I said, with you together. This is based on our feedback. This is where we are learning also from you what is relevant for you as an artist, what is relevant for you as a community. Again, going back to you as a community, harmony, this is part of Wacom's philosophy. That means, Wa means in Japanese, harmony. And our goal is very clear to have a harmony between technology and human being. And the harmony is not just for today, it is for tomorrow and after tomorrow. And this is where we need your support as community, as user, and as artist. And for this, I would say, support us, stay with us, and please grow with us together. Thank you. So, and now in the context of community, we have one of the influencers here in Brazil, Natalia. She is now coming on stage. She is, for example, one voice we are listening. She is giving us feedback. She is using our products, and she is part of the community. Just to give the community one face. And for this, I'm inviting Natalia to the stage. Thank you. Or are you doing this?
Nice, thank you. All right, guys. It's not easy standing up here on stage and presenting to all you guys, and I want you to help me welcome Natalia up on stage. Big round of applause, please. Natalia, come on up. Here she is, guys, Natalia.
Oi, gente. Meu nome é Natália e eu tô aqui para falar um pouco sobre a minha história com o desenho digital e com a Wacom também, como ela me ajudou nessa minha trajetória. Bom, eu sempre fui aquela menina que desenha na sala. Acho que muita gente aqui também foi assim, né? Que é aquela pessoa que sempre desenha desde criança e eu nunca parei. Foi indo comigo na minha vida. Só que eu já tenho 25 anos e quando eu era mais nova, o desenho digital não era uma coisa muito popular, muito comum no Brasil. Não era uma coisa que eu conhecia. Eu só passei a entender esse mundo quando eu tinha uns 15 anos já, lá por 2009. Que alguém falou assim, você tem conta no DeviantArt? Aí eu falei, que é isso? Que é um site relativamente antigo, onde a gente botava nossos desenhos. Aí eu fui lá, fiz uma conta, aí eu vi, nossa, tem esse negócio de arte digital, né? Muita gente faz, como é que faz isso? Aí eu comecei a pesquisar, eu vi que tinha as mesas digitalizadoras e tal, que a gente chamava de tablet na época, antes de virem os iPads, né? Aí no ano seguinte, em 2010, eu comprei a minha primeira mesa digitalizadora, quando eu tinha 16 anos. E eu comecei a desenhar digitalmente de fato. Essa aí sou eu desenhando e a minha doguinha. Muito linda. Quando eu comecei, eu era bem ruim. Eu não sabia desenhar digitalmente, não tinha a menor ideia do que eu estava fazendo. Mas eu fui continuando, eu fui praticando todo dia. Eu não sabia usar layers, não sabia fazer nada, mas eu fui praticando e tal, tudo com a minha bambu. A bambu Pen Touch, que era uma desse tamanho assim, mais ou menos cinza, que era bem básica, que era uma das primeiras... Era uma das tablets mais moderninhas da época, que não era profissional, era pra gente como eu, uma estudante. Bom, aí em 2012 eu entrei na faculdade, eu fiz faculdade de História, eu não fiz nada relacionado a desenho. Tudo que eu tenho eu pratiquei sozinha, vendo tutoriais na internet, essas coisas assim. E em 2012 teve uma greve nas universidades federais também, que durou alguns meses. Acho que foi de maio a setembro, alguma coisa assim. E nesse meio tempo eu desenhei muito, porque eu não tinha mais nada para fazer, estava em greve, não tinha que estudar. Aí eu fiquei desenhando, e eu fui crescendo um pouquinho nas redes sociais. Aí eu fiquei vendo, esse negócio aqui tem um certo futuro. Aí eu continuando desenhando, a greve acabou, eu voltei para a faculdade e em 2016 eu me formei em História. Eu tenho licenciatura, eu posso dar aulas de História. Aí eu me formei na metade de 2016, eu ainda estava desenhando e eu estava estudando para o mestrado. E nessa época, quando a gente se forma, a gente fica naquela coisa de o que eu vou fazer agora da minha vida? E aí começou aqueles problemas de ansiedade, depressão, e isso afeta no desenho. A gente fica meio mal para desenhar. Eu comecei a desenhar pouco, mas fui indo. Eu passei no mestrado, comecei a fazer o mestrado de História em 2017. E isso aí é um desenho. Aí, enquanto eu estava no mestrado, eu comecei a fazer tratamento, eu comecei a melhorar e eu comecei a desenhar de novo. E nessa época eu já tinha uma conta no Instagram, eu comecei a postar bem pouquinho, tipo uma vez por mês, porque tinha que estudar para o mestrado. Aí, no finalzinho do ano, um artista grande no Instagram me colocou nos stories dele, aí de repente eu ganhei um monte de seguidores da noite pro dia e minha conta foi crescendo a partir daí. Foi crescendo naturalmente, eu não fiz nada de diferente, eu não fiz nada que as outras pessoas já falam pra fazer, de como crescer a sua conta no Instagram. Eu fiz nada de diferente, só foi orgânico, eu realmente não sei o que aconteceu. Aí no ano seguinte, em 2018, eu comprei a Wacom, a Intus Pro Medium Size, tamanho médio. Por quê? Porque eu queria uma coisa um pouco mais moderna, porque a minha bambu, ela era muito básica, ela era realmente só para um estudante mesmo, e eu queria me profissionalizar um pouco mais. Daí eu comprei a minha Intus em 2018, ano passado, tem pouquíssimo tempo. Mas a minha bambu ainda funciona. Ela tem 9 anos e ela ainda funciona, está em perfeito estado. Se eu quiser usar ela para desenhar e fazer isso, eu consigo com ela também. Eu só troquei porque eu quis. O que mais que tem aqui? Tem mais alguns desenhos meus. Essa senhorinha, ela sempre me manda mensagem. Ela gosta muito, não sei, todo dia ela me manda um gif de bom dia no direct. Eu não conheço ela. Acabou? Não sei. Bom, o que eu ainda tinha para falar era que depois que a minha conta no Instagram começou a crescer, que eu comecei a ganhar mais visibilidade, como eu não sou desse meio profissional, né? Eu não sou formada em nada de arte, eu sou formada em História, eu tenho mestrado em História. Inclusive, minha dissertação foi na área de História da Moda e História da Arte, então eu tenho uma base teórica de arte. Mas eu só consegui começar a entrar nesse mundo profissional através da visibilidade nas redes sociais. E a partir daí que eu comecei a pegar uns trabalhos maiores, além de commissions particulares. Que eu comecei a pegar trabalhos para algumas empresas pequenas, aí eu comecei a pegar para algumas maiores, esse ano eu peguei um trabalho para o Telecine no meio do ano, também foi legal. E agora que eu estou começando de fato a minha vida profissional. E a Wacom está aí comigo esse tempo inteiro, esses 9 anos de desenho digital, praticamente. E eu tenho 2 mesas da Wacom, as 2 funcionam bem até hoje, eu também cuido bem das minhas coisas. E é isso.
Eu fiquei até nervoso agora, porque eu fiz uma palestra de História da Arte e tem uma historiadora aqui de verdade. Se eu falei alguma bobagem, me desculpa. Come on over. So, now we're gonna have a little Q&A. So here we have the artist, the president of Wacom, and they're gonna take questions from you guys. It can be in Portuguese, in Spanish, English. I can make the translation to them. And yeah, does anybody have a question? This is your turn because you have everybody here.
Maybe take the microphone.
Como você conseguiu lidar com a falta de tempo e assim, quando você fazia a faculdade de História, que era totalmente diferente, assim, um pouco diferente da arte, quer dizer, está relacionado, mas conciliar seu tempo e também os problemas que você teve de depressão e ansiedade para conseguir se alavancar na carreira de arte.
É como eu consigo conciliar meu tempo? É que eu não entendi direito.
Pra você, tipo, conseguir produzir, desenhar, fazer as artes que você faz.
Bom, eu confesso que eu deixei de fazer algumas coisas, né? Não tem como a gente ser muito bom em tudo. Então, sim, quando a gente quer se dedicar em mais de uma coisa, alguma coisa vai faltar. Então, seria bom a gente ter um foco. Porque, por exemplo, eu